Welcome back to Racing Scene Live Review. Here we recap the happenings of the race day. I'm Asher.
And I'm Ariel. And it was a standout weekend for our Racing Scene Live team of riders, packed with thrilling victories and milestone moments across the circuit.
Friday fireworks came courtesy of NexGen rider Elijah Greenidge, who delivered a confident and well-judged ride aboard Mobe Princess for her Jamaican connections. Trained by Angel Rodriguez, the filly surged home impressively, paying $35.80 to win, $13 to place, and $4.80 to show. A rewarding outcome for backers. Here's a look at that race.
And they're off. Mobe Princess gets the first call and goes looking for the early advantage from World Traveler, who's away in second. More Than Glory is in between horses and backs off to race a joint third. Burnaway is at the rail, and out in the center is One of One. In the run around the first turn, the leader is Mobe Princess. She's on top by a length and a quarter. Dropping over to the rail is More Than Glory. Up on her outside, World Traveler. A bit wide to the early turn here is One of One, and dropping to last is the late running Burnaway. The quarter complete in 26 seconds flat. They have less than 6 furlongs to run. It's Mobe Princess. And Elijah Greenidge on top by a length and a quarter. World Traveler is second. Up on the outside, One of One is now third. More Than Glory fourth at the rail. And trailing the field is Burnaway, but she's not in any hurry at this early stage in the run to the half-mile point. Mobe Princess, she carves out the numbers and leads by a length and a quarter. Up on the outside, World Traveler second. One of One is wide on the course and starting to badger the leaders into third. At the rail, it's More Than Glory, and the trailer is Burnaway. They went to half in 50 and 4, and they speed now around the far turn, 5/16 from home. Mobe Princess lifts the pace and maintains the lead. World Traveler is second. One of One on the outside third. More Than Glory fourth at the rail, and Burnaway will have to giddy up from there as they reach the top of the stretch. A quarter of a mile remains through 3 quarters in 14 and 1. On the inside, Mobe Princess fights to hold it. Right alongside is World Traveler from second. Up the inside, it's More Than Glory, then One of One. 1/8 of a mile to go. Mobe Princess has got something more here. She's a 16th out. Now she's 2 on top. They can't get her. It's Mobe Princess, a 16-1 upset winner. Mobe Princess and Elijah Greenidge went gate to wire. World Traveler's going to hold on to second. Burnaway third, then One of One and More Than Glory at 143 flat.
Saturday, July 12th, saw Zerrell Ford shine brightly at Woodbine Racetrack, showing his class by winning the first 2 races on the card. Booked for 3 mounts, Ford kicked off the day with a massive upset on Mad Dog Joe for trainer Austin Hines, followed by a strong win on Grey Princess for trainer Danny Yu in race 2. Here are those races.
Off their race, perfect start, coming out well, media sensation, wanting that lead Hemlo Gold, or to be attending the pace at least. On the inside, Mad Dog and Joe, and through in the center, Soulmate, almost a line of 4 early, and back on the rails, Good Sin, followed by Sailor's Passion. The early trailer is Nono's Little Boy. Mad Dog and Joe scales the rail to be the clear leader from Soulmate, a bit wide, and even deeper Hemlo Gold. Good Sin on the inside, parked in the center is Media Sensation, 2 lengths away second last, Sailor's Passion. Nono's Little Boy is a half away last of all, now slackening the tempo a little bit. The leader, Mad Dog and Joe, by a length to Soulmate, getting across to be 1 off the inside, out wider Hemlo Gold. Media Sensation pushing up on the outside of Good Sin, and together at the back, Sailor's Passion and Nono's Little Boy. 4.5 covers the field. Mad Dog and Joe controlling the pace, has them on a string so far, leads the way towards the half mile by a length and a half. In second placing, Soulmate. Hemlo Gold third, Media Sensation fourth, and on the inside, Good Sin. Nono's Little Boy has gone up ahead of Sailor's Passion. Racing inside the 3.5 and no change. On the outside, Soulmate now muscling in on the leader. It is still Mad Dog and Joe in front. Only ahead, Soulmate alongside, a length away third. Media Sensations had a terrific run. Up on the outside, Hemlo Gold, and making ground from the center is Sailor's Passion. They come to the final quarter. A new leader, Soulmate, took over from Mad Dog and Joe, and Mad Dog and Joe kicks back. Says no, has decided to really rally here, and they're out in front by 2 to Media Sensation, and Soulmate now having to work overtime to get past the leader, Mad Dog and Joe, and down the center, Media Sensation. Mad Dog and Joe in front, holding Soulmate, and as they come to the final 16th, what a game effort. Mad Dog and Joe looked like the horse running second was going to win and did not put it together. Soulmate a locked up. off their race, and Grey Princess at the back in the early part, and coming out pretty well in the centre is Fenor with a narrow lead, taken on out wide by Yorkville. Coming through to the inside, it is Chancel, and Chancel is now the leader with Yorkville as they reach the wire the first time. 3 parts away, Royal Hudson, Fenor the outside, and back on the rails, Valley Victory, then Grey Princess, who's back to the tail end with Hellbent, and last out the stretch, Sugar It's Eli. As they turn, it's Yorkville going into the lead. Yorkville now about a length to Chancel, drops into second. In third is Fenor, edging up. On the outside, going forward is Hellbent around the outside, and up the rails, kicking forward is Valley Victory in the centre, Royal Hudson. A length away, Sugar It's Eli, and Grey Princess at the back. Only about 4 lengths covers the field as they descend on Yorkville. Chancel pushing up on the outside. They've switched positions from the rail to the outer. In third, Fenor. Valley Victory saving every inch of ground. Royal Hudson the centre. And wider is Hellbent, 4 deep going forward. Then Sugar It's Eli, and last is Grey Princess. 46 and 4 the half mile. And Chancel on the outside, and Yorkville go into the turn together in front. On the outside goes Hellbent into third. And in behind them is Fenor, followed by Royal Hudson, Valley Victory, Sugar It's Eli, and Grey Princess is last. Down to the 5/16th, and Yorkville kicks on in front from Chancel. They're all being pushed along as they sprint for home, and Yorkville in front for Ryan Munger, and turns a length up the inside. Valley Victory trying to make a run down the outside. Grey Princess from last. Yorkville's in front. Grey Princess is flying down the outside, coming at the rate of knots, and this has been a really good slingshot move, and Grey Princess and Zarel Ford have burst right away and have this one well in the keeping. And Zarel Ford turning into a real money spinner today. Grey Princess 6.5. Fenor narrowly may have got second in the photo with Hellbent. Behind them was Sugar It's Eli, Yorkville, and on the inside of them Valley Victory, 142.42.
Mad Dog and Joe rewarded the Brave with a whopping $73.70 to win, $19.90 to place, and $8.40 to show, while Grey Princess delivered a strong return of $22.90, $8.20, and $7.80 respectively. Over in Australia, Wesley Cave continues to proudly fly the Barbados flag high, guiding Colonel Hathi to victory for trainer Danny Penna at Port Augusta. With 14 wins so far this year, Cave holds the distinction of being the leading West Indian jockey in Australia for 2025, an impressive achievement and testament to his skill and consistency on the circuit. Here is a review of that race.
Now, that was a pretty good line out too. We got Archdeacon off the inside away okay. There's good speed there from Spector and Hitchhiker's Guide. Bond's a big boy. They all want a piece of the lead, and Archdeacon won't be that far away either. So Bond's a big boy out wide, is contesting it with Spector. And Savatov's now driving under the pair of them. Blondie's Bombshells in about fourth, then Archdeacon. Then came Tofino, a bit deep on the track around the outside of Colonel Hathi. About 2 lengths away to Hitchhiker's Guide, Wild Inference and Honduras. So they're still sorting their order. Bonds are big boys out deep. Savatov's on the fence. They're the front pair. So they run past the 800. Blondie's Bombshell gets a tuck run third. Just off the back of the speed. Deep out Spector, and Archdeacon saving ground. The fence moving through to about fourth. A length away back in the field, Tofino getting to the outside as Blondie's Bombshell drops off sharply. Wild Inference, Honduras, Hitchhiker's Guide, and Colonel Hathi, the last pair. Savatov the inside, on Bonza Big Boy the outside. They've been at each other for a while. Third Archdeacon, I can see Tofino getting to the outside, getting around Spector. Turning the bend, Savatov close to the rail. Here's Archdeacon, Tofino running on down the outside. Inside the two, Archdeacon got out at the right time. Goes up to Savatov, who's in for the fight. Have a look at Colonel Hathi, hugging the rail, charging home. Savatov and Colonel Hathi. Colonel Hathi, the Colonel, charges when needed.
On you, mate. Well done. Danny said perhaps he wasn't handling the dirt early.
He was like leaping on like, what is wrong with his action and all, but saved some ground, got a Latino the home stretch, and came away with the winner.
You obviously were giving them a big start as well.
He didn't show that pretty acceleration from the gate, just had to work him into it. And as I say, saved some ground on the rail, which kind of pay off for us, and we got the winner then.
Now, Wesley, just refresh us as well. You were out here once upon a time working for the McAvoys, is that right?
This was my first opportunity in Australia. And then, fortunately, visa came to the end, went back home, called my friend who actually got me here in Australia and told him I'd take another shot at it. And now I'm here once again.
All right. And whereabouts have you got yourself based at the moment? Where are you riding work?
But most of my supporters are in Angola. So that's where I go every morning.
Okay, mate. Well, great to see you in the winner's stall here at Port Augusta on Cup Day.
Thank you.
Closer to home, apprentice Kadeem Mohammed continued his red-hot form with another riding double. He guided 17 million US, a seasoned 9-year-old mare trained by Richard Dean, to an exciting front-running victory over 1,570 meters. Sitting just off the early pace, Mohammed asked for the effort at the quarter pole, and she responded powerfully, pulling away to win by 2 lengths. The 5-2 favorite paid $3.50 to win and $1.90 to place. Let's take a look.
Racing for the second race, a little bit of bumping. Coming off the shoot and onto the main course, early risers prominent in the yellow with black. That's the gray. Also showing lots of early speed this afternoon is Share My Milk in the orange and turquoise with the red headgear. Down the inside, yellow and blue cap is Gabby's Girl. Between horses is Visionary. That's the other gray in the checkered jacket. Along the rails, 17 million US, black and gold. Black and green, Miss Universe is next. Temple Dancer in the striped jacket is caught a bit wide. Prominent is on the inside trail and in the blue. The opening quarter listed as 25 flat. They've journeyed down the back stretch, and it's early riser in front by 3 parts of a length from 17 million US. On the inside of these comes Visionary, then on the outside going up is Share My Milk. The Abby's Girl is next, Miss Universe, Temple Dancer, and Prominent has all to pass, half mile and 50. A tightly bunched group as they go over the hill, past Brigade House, 3 to run. And it's early riser yet to see a rival in front by just about length and a half. On the outside, Visionary's net. Down the inside is 17 million US. These 3 have separated themselves a bit from Gabby's Girl and Temple Dancer. Prominent looking to improve his run inside the quarter pole to come 6 and 116 flat, and there are no more turns, and it's early riser who cuts the corner in front, but on the outside here's 17 million US, and she starts to draw off, and the right hand drive opens up daylight, and she's going to report home in front alone.
To cap off the day, Mohammed delivered again, this time in the feature event, partnering with the talented filly Zazzy for trainer Jean-Marc Cozier. Braking smartly and setting controlled early fractions, the pair never looked back, storming home with a stylish 2-length victory in a dominant front-running performance. This young apprentice is surely improving and is definitely one to watch in the future. So let us take a look at Zazzy's performance.
Nike is the trailer of the quintet as they're around the paddock bend. The opening quarter, 25 and 2. And it's Zazzy who continues to lead by a length and a half now, maybe 2. To Sir Jimmy, then Miss Anya's next, and a straight line behind her is Brilliant News, and 2 lengths adrift of Brilliant News is the Goddess Nike, as they round the far turn and begin their ascent towards the drill hall. And it is Zazie who's in front by 2 lengths from Sir Jimmy. Then Miss Anya's third. Behind her is Brilliant News. The Goddess Nike's 3 lengths adrift of the main punch as they go past the 3 and begin their run downhill towards a quarter mile. Half mile completed in 49 and 4. And it is Zazie who has taken no prisoners so far. She's in front by 2. On the inside, Sir Jimmy running on stoutly. Brilliant News has begun his run. Miss Anya drops away meekly. The Goddess Nike still has all to pass, and they're homeward bound. And it is Zazie who's in front. Brilliant News trying to close, but it's Zazie under her right. She's going to report home now, just showing the whip to finish the job, and she does so in fantastic fashion. Wins it, going pillar to post.
Another proud ambassador delivering on the day was Jarrell Beckles, who guided Legendary, a maiden trained by Kenny John, to a commanding victory. The 3-1 shot surged to the front at the top of the lane, and under Beckles' strong and confident ride, crossed the finish 1 3/4 lengths clear for a well-earned
Followed
win.
by on the outside, that one is Me or You. Lady Jane is there, then comes Legal, and then we have My Milk and Rush at the back of affairs. That's the way the races, the Passageville Hall turn 25 flat for your opening quarter. And out front is Mo Farah, just by about a length. Legendary goes up now to give him some competition on the outside. Then comes Me or You. Then here comes Lady Jane on the outside. We're looking for a start for Savannah Lamari, not finding him, but he's about in the middle of the field as they come now to the top of the lane, and it is Legendary who's picked it up, and it is Legendary on the outside. Mo Farah, Lady Jane is trying desperately, but it looks like Legal, who's going to may very well just get home. League is Legendary now by about 2 lengths. Who's going to get home? Legendary wins it now.
We've got another exciting race to highlight, this time from Fort Erie.
Freshman owner and proud Barbadian Dwayne Newsom celebrated his second solo ownership win as his 3-year-old filly Leziat stormed to a dominant 6-length victory under jockey Ismael Mosquera, breaking her maiden in the process. The filly was expertly conditioned by fellow Barbadian Anthony Husbands, who is no stranger to us and is based at Fort Erie, Canada.
And they're off.
Here's the race.
Aussie Hyper out a step slowly. Leziate is showing speed with Speedy Lady and Charlita also hustling from the outside. Good position for More Galalady, sitting from 4th, 2 lengths off the dueling trio, and at the back is Aussie Hyper. Leziate now has a length advantage over Speedy Lady as Charlita begins to take back and angles to the outside. More Galalady has been overtaken by Aussie Hyper as they spread out into the turn. 23-1 for the opening quarter. It's Leziate who's opened up a 3-length advantage. Speedy Lady is second with Charlita along the rail, 2.5 lengths back to Aussie Hyper, and More Galalady yet to tack on. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Leziate has the lead. Speedy Lady tries to launch her bid. Charlita not doing much. Aussie Hyper tries to rally, and at the back, More Galalady. Leziate has opened up a 4-length advantage at the 8th pole. It's Leziate on top, extending with every stride. Leziate dominant. Speedy Lady not enough. This is all Leziate. Ishmael Mosquera gets the double under Leziate. Speedy Lady second, then Charlita, Aussie Hyper, and More Galalady, 59 flat.
What a weekend it was, especially for Racing Scene Live team. But the excitement doesn't stop here. Up next is one of the biggest events on the racing calendar, Derby Day in Barbados. So mark your calendars and get ready for an unforgettable day of top-class racing action.
Make sure you're locked in for all the updates, exclusive interviews, and expert picks. And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a moment. And have yourselves a great week. So until next time, bye.